Okay, so we've got our calls coming from ram and rod. There's a time and place for each, but then we've got the hot call, and that will unlikely be coming from a ram. Maybe in an interesting scenario, 10's chewed up, but that's probably going to be coming from a rod call because we're looking to exploit space. So the hot call is going to be called by either the rocket who sees it or the backs making that call to the rocket. If the wings and 12, 13, if they see the space to the outside and we're running a rod ball and they want the ball, this is the back's way of getting the ball from a forward pod directly to space. So we'll do it off a rod call. You go rod right, here's 10. Our pod comes out, sets the queen, sets the king, sets the queen, sets the rocket, sets the jack. Now, their defense ends here. All this space is left open, and this rocket sees it. That's when he'll make this call. Hot. Or our backs see the space, and they're calling for it. Hey, hot. Don't take that in, king. Don't run your pole ball, king, queen. We need that ball, and we need it right now. They're calling a hot. King and queen run hard unders crash lines to try and last-ditch effort, get the defense to crash in any more than they already are. Rocket runs a hard overs line. So it's similar to the pole, except it's not stopping at king. 10 is going directly to the rocket with the ball. And the rocket can hit that space, but if these backs are calling for it, that rocket is a pivot point. That rocket becomes the four-way through the hands thing that we do in the beginning of every practice. If these backs are calling a hot, and that ball makes it to rocket, 1 or 2 steps and keep it coming because they've seen the space, they were calling for it, and they had better eyes than this pod who was jogging to get around. So again, hot, called by the rocket or the backs. King and queen, hard unders line, ball directly to the rocket. Now the jack becomes the primary support, as well as most likely going to be a center for the rocket if he takes it in, or if the rocket passes out, now we're just playing rugby, follow your passes.